Hello guys and welcome back to the garage. Right now I'm changing the oil on the bike. Also I'm going to rebuild my brake disc kit here. You saw this in an earlier episode when I installed a brake disc kit, and this is a semi-hydraulic kit, which means that you have the master cylinder down here and you use the original lever with a cable down here. And I don't think this gives you a very good feeling to the brake. I don't think it works that well, and that's why I'm going to rebuild this to a fully hydraulic system. And also I think it's too much things down here now that I put in a new BGM shock absorber, and this it doesn't look very nice. You can see here on a original 2016 model, here you have the brake master cylinder up here, and you have a hose down here, and it's much cleaner. So that's the look I'm going for. And yeah, well, the main thing is obviously to get a better feeling to the brake, because now that I installed a disc brake kit, I want it to be as good as it can be. There are some modifications you have to do, and we're going to talk about that. But first of all, I'm going to remove this because I don't need this anymore. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove this cable here, and I'm going to remove the hose here. Before I rebuild this from the breakdown kit, I used a electric speedo sensor, but that didn't fit to this new one because they are different. So I bought a new one, so I'm going to change the speedo cable to a electric sensor instead while I'm at it here. So that's what we're going to do today. But first of all, I'm going to remove this, then we can start talking about which parts you need and how you're going to do it. Now that's removed, and now I'm going to lift this fairing off so that I can remove both of these cables. Before I continue, I want to show you the things I bought that I think is required to convert it to a fully hydraulic system. So of course we need a brake hose, and this has the part number 3005540. We have a bracket for the master cylinder. This has the part number 563777500, and of course a master cylinder. This is a original brake master cylinder, very same you find on these that has the fully hydraulic system from factory. This has the part number 5637880, and then we have the brake light switch, which goes in here. This has the part number 58072300, and then we have a rubber to cover up the brake light switch. I don't know the part number for this one. This is what I think I need to rebuild this. The master cylinder is going onto the bracket like this, and the bracket will be attached underneath here, and that means we need to cut this bit away. We need to remove this, otherwise this will not fit. There are different versions of brackets that you can use so that you don't need to remove this. There is one bracket that you can fit a tube mounted master cylinder, and the bracket comes out here, but I think the lever comes very far out. I'll show a picture up here. Then you have another one which uses a lever just like this in here, and then there is an arm going from the lever down here, and you put the master cylinder down here, and you can keep this, and that looks really good. I'll show you up here. So that's, I think, is a good alternative, but it's very, very expensive. So that's why I went for this one, and this means I need to cut this away eventually. But now I'm going to put my new brake hose, my speed sensor through here before I continue. That's the speed sensor cable up. This is the brake hose. pulling this through the hole where the speedo cable came from, and I needed to drill this hole up a little bit because it was just a little bit too small. And then this will go down here later on. The brake hose is through and my speedo sensor is through. Attach the speedo sensor down here, so that's good. Now I'm going to fit the connection here that goes into the brake caliper, and that will be this one. And you get a sort of a gasket or whatever you call it that goes in here. Now this, I guess this is some sort of Loctite. So I'll take this metal gasket, put that here. Then I'll take some Loctite here. And then I have this. I'll screw this onto here. There is a certain torque you should use to tighten this, but I don't have anything to measure that, so we just have to be careful. And then it takes something that fits straight into this hole that's not too small, because if you take something that's smaller than the hole, you might damage it. And this is a 8mm to use here to something like that maybe. Now I can attach this here onto the caliper. That's everything sorted in this end. Of course I need to bleed the system later on when I'm done, but that's another issue. And I think this looks better than before with the whole master cylinder here and everything. And now it's easier for me to adjust the shock absorber and so on, so I think it's better. Now I mark this up where I'm going to cut it, and I removed this so that I won't cut in this. So it's just to cut this away, and then you have to grind it off a bit, and hopefully it will be okay. Okay, we're back in the garage, and this is now the bracket. I put it in place just on the loose, and of course you should fit this with screws here, but then we had this round hole here, which I didn't know how it's supposed to be attached, but now I can understand afterwards. You should not cut this bit away where you originally had the screw for the lever. You should leave that, and then you should attach this with that screw here, but that doesn't matter really. But there's no pictures or instruction on how to do this, so learn from my mistake. Don't cut the last bit off here. So now I'm going to put in some screws down here, and then this master cylinder will come in place. I'm putting the brake light switch into place here before I mount the master cylinder, because it's easier here on the bench than when it's installed. There we go. Okay, it's in place. Yeah, this is how it looks. So if it wasn't for my mistake here, I think it looks really good. Now I have to figure out how I'm going to pull this brake hose, because this is going in here, and probably I need to do a hole in the fairing. On this end I'm not really sure how to tighten it, because I put this one on here, and then we have this part consisting of two parts, this one and this one, and I screw this onto here. I'm going to use the Loctite. I'm just showing you. And now with this on here, I don't know how to tighten this really, because I need to use some sort of pillar here, but I don't want to damage this surface, because that's the surface that's going to
go into here. So I don't know, but I guess the only way is to use some sort of pillar here and then tighten it. That's it. I hope this will be sealed properly. Yeah, no marks here when using the pillar. Now this can go in here. Now that this is in place here, I need to make a hole in my fairing that goes here, and I also need to make my wire for the brake light switch longer and pull it the same way like this and out here. So I'm going to make this longer and get it out here. So here we have the wire. I fixed it so it's much longer now. So just to put this back and connect it to the brake light switch. This is how it came out. I think it looks okay. In here it's really tight with all the cables for the speedo and the brake hose coming this way and so on, but it worked. So I managed to do a hole here to take it out here. I think it's okay. So now it's time to bleed this. To be able to bleed the system, I needed to remove the front wheel, because otherwise I can't reach the bleeding screw here because of my new shock absorber being in the way. But that's no issue, so I can continue with this now. Okay, that's it. It's now converted to fully hydraulic front brake system, and it really got this feel to it. You got a good response here rather than the old one with the semi-hydraulic version. So my recommendation for you is always to put in a fully hydraulic version, because this is way better than a semi-hydraulic, I think. And it looks better here, I think, also without this big master cylinder here. So that's it for this time. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.